first hunt of the season is always a very special hunt, one we look forward to. I love hunting turkeys, and I was certainly looking forward to the first hunt this year. I've done some pre-season scouting, located a nice bunch of gobblers well off the road, well off the beaten path, and was looking forward to taking them on. One little problem, I knew I'd have to face the rising sun. Cardinal rule number one broken, but we're going to give her a try. I made sure that I was out and away really early in the morning. Wanted to be in setup by 5 o'clock in the morning, total darkness. Love to do it. Get prepared, and it's going to be a nice clear day, cold. It's going to be a really good frost that morning. I'm sitting on the edge of a once tilled wheat field. Immediately behind me, a very steep drop down to a small river, and I'm sitting under an overhanging branch of a thorn apple tree, and maybe not the most comfortable location in the world, but it's what we're going to work with. Very first thing that happens, first speck of light, a coyote enters the field about 100 yards in front of me, trots across, sits down, has a look at my hen decoy, takes a good scan of the whole situation, hops up, passes to my right, and slips over the riverbank, disappears and gone. Very shortly behind that, the chorus started. The gobblers got warmed up, they were in good tune, and I had gobblers on all sides of me, to the east, to the west, north of me, across the field, on the other side of the field, in the creek bottom, and behind me on the far side of the river, several locations. I would assume 8 or 9 of them probably in great tune, and it didn't take very long until I decided to give those first few good yelps on my Derby City slate call. It's got lots of volume. It didn't take a lot of talking to get some reaction. Well, in no time, a hen followed by a nice jake appeared over the knoll to the east of me, about 140-50 yards away, and they were just coming straight towards me, right along the edge of the field, just excellent as planned. So I had my Primos call strapped to my knee, and just gave a couple or three real sweet little clucks in there, and then I shut up. That was all that was needed. That put them in motion again. They started down the field towards me. Jake is in full strut, and he's given all his attention to that hen. And I was about to face the big test. Could I sit still? I had a bare minimum of cover, a few goldenrod out in front of me, and that's it. So the test was on.
G'day folks, Scott here from fshunting.com. Do you have any old video clips from your hunting trips or fishing trips or times in the bush with your family and not sure what to do with? Send them to fshunting.com. We can make you a video presentation, or even better, make you a great hunting or fishing show. And it'll be posted on our website, fshunting.com. It's real easy folks. Go to fshunting.com. click on the tab Contact Us. Send us a message, we'll be in touch. When we get your video, we'll figure out how much you have, how you want it to be presented, and we'll get working right at it to make you a great show. And we can put it on our website. We can also provide live videotaping on site. We can go out in your hunt, on your fishing trip, and record your events and produce a great show for you, your friends, and family.
Well, the hen came right straight towards me as planned. She took her time, but she was checking everything out pretty close. She knew exactly where those last clucks had come from, and she was looking for a hen to be right about where I was located. She was cautious. She came in right about to the 10-yard mark from where I was sitting, and the Jake is behind her, full strut. He has just got the absolute most beautiful color of royal blue on his head and neck that you ever saw, and his attention is fully on the hen. The hen got a little bit nervous. She didn't see that source of those clucks where they should have been, and she turned and walked slowly back out in the field and behind the tom, took a few quick strides, and then all of a sudden into flight, gone over the river. The Jake is now fixing his attention on me and where those clucks came from, and things are starting to get interesting. The Jake comes right in, probably within 8 or 9 yards of my boots. He is seriously interested in a hen to breed. Can't find it where it should have been, but he has seen my hen decoy about 20-22 yards just out of the field, and he turns and begins to head in that direction. I had to make up my mind. I've never harvested a Jake before. I've always turned them down, but we had a lot of work in this time. Nothing between me and that bird, and he's 14-15 yards out in front of me and giving his attention now towards my decoy. So I let him get out there about 18-20 yards and put the crosshairs on the eyeball, and we had ourselves a turkey. Successful hunt. Should be a very tender one. It was a beautiful morning. We have frost on the ground now. The sun was up. The color in the trees from that rising sun was just fantastic that morning. And that bird, he was a big fella, but boy, I tell you what, he put on a beautiful show and had some great color in his head and his neck for me. And it did leave me wondering about one thing. And I wondered if I had put a hen decoy right beside me, right close to the source of the calls, what would be the outcome? I may try that sometime.